Mm. Oh, that is so good. Ice water from the cup. Whew. Welcome. Welcome. Chris Scoville here, helping you bring value to your business and your customers at the point of sale. Today, I am rocking the Rhino Talk Nerdy to Me shirt. Why? Because, well, I'm feeling like a nerd. So let's just dive into this bad boy. I put this training deck together on Monday to bring some value to you, my contractors, my cohorts, my people that trust me each and every day. So therefore, I give back to you tremendous amounts of value. And I help, for those of you that don't know who I am, I help contractors win, right? I help contractors with basically there's three silos. Silo number one, we have a software program out there called Blue Pages Pro, where we help consumers connect with contractors, and then we help contractors connect, convert, and close. We build these really super dope custom landing pages with really neat, cool sales tools. Actually, we're going to actually talk some of those today, sales and converting tools. We don't build websites. We have people that will help you out with that. We don't concentrate on pay-per-click. We'll help you out with that. We don't do SEO. We've got people that do that. What we do is we build you a custom landing page, and then we help you drive traffic to it so you can connect, convert, and close. And on those landing pages are sales tools like financing, Company Cam, Project Mapit, Roofer's roofing estimating tool, Roofles Pro Quote, like Schedule Engine, Engage. Like, we're going to talk about some of that stuff today. But that's not what this is about. Today, we're going to talk about the trust value stack, and we're going to discuss 8 key elements in establishing trust with your homeowners. Because, like, really what it comes down to is trust. So, I'm going through this right now. I might be going through one of the best use cases I've ever been through in my life. See, here's the situation. We're getting flooring and we're getting a kitchen in our home. And I filled out 15 forms, online forms, to get estimates and quotes. I've received 2 callbacks, one of which the guy was here in 20 minutes, wrote up the estimate, and he gave me the full estimate the next day. Like, the guy was on. I filled out the form. He called me. He did everything textbook. I was like, oh, man, this is going to be tough for this guy to win, because I'm sure they're all going to follow a system and a process to win my work. Like, I've got amazing equity. I've got the cash. We're ready to go. I couldn't be more of a hot buyer. The other guy shows up complete. I'm going to do a podcast on the other guy. Complete disaster. The poor kid, new in sales, said some things to me that were very insulting. I coached him on it. It was ugly. But anyway, here's the bottom line. Whether it's digital or on the phone or in person, you gotta establish some trust. If you don't have any trust with your customers, they're not going to do business with you. You guys were talking about their home. It's not a car that they can, of course, we want safety and we want cars to be sexy and stuff like that. But like, dude, this is your home. You've got your wife, maybe, your kids, maybe, your pets, maybe. Like, this is probably one of your biggest investments you'll ever have. So it's kind of important that you establish these trust factors if you're going to be doing a roof, air conditioner, generator, windows and doors, siding, pavement, outdoor living space, pool, fencing. It doesn't matter what it goes in and on or around it. You got to establish trust. So ensure that your company secures your trust in business by building these essential elements. Okay, with your customers, this is super important. That's what this thing is. This is what this is all about. The trust value stack. So let's just dive into this thing. So obviously, I ain't the guru, but I got some damn good ideas that you could put into position. I've only been doing this over 26 years. I've only been thrown out of many, many houses. I've done millions and millions and millions of dollars in home improvement financing. So I might have a freaking clue about what I'm talking about. Cool. Offer in-person demonstrations. Look, this is a no-brainer, but without it, it's no bueno. But the cool thing that we've done at the Blue Pages is we've given you a way to preemptively prep them for the in-person, face-to-face demo. And I'm just going to throw out some ideas as I go through this today. But this tool that you're looking at right here, I think at the end of this, if you're interested, let me know. Say, just shout out to me somewhere. Dude, send me that virtual demo thing, virtual proposal presentation. Or you can go over to the Blue Pages, bluePagesPro.com, and you can get the listing to Solar Roof. Either way, reach out to me. I want to send you this. You got to see it on your phone, and you got to see it on a Surface Pro or an iPad. And you got to see it on your website. The idea behind this is that you want to start planting seeds early with your customers to build that trust. And a really cool way to do that is with a pre-proposal or a pre-virtual proposal to start establishing that trust. Show them what you do. Show them their steps. Tell them about you, what industries you serve, installations you've done, pictures of it, insurance replacement, asset class. Thank them. Give them a way to get in touch with them. Now, like, that's the whole premise of having a landing page, is to quickly get in front of them to get them to connect, convert, and close. And what we've done over the Blue Pages to help you with this is we built in the pre-virtual proposal and the pre-virtual walkthrough of the presentation. However you want to call it, it's right there for them to see. So, traffic, landing page, they're checking you out, they're watching your video, they're looking at your offer, they're looking at your call to action. They might ask you for financing. We built that API on there to get pre-approved up to $100,000 in 15 seconds. They scroll down a little bit more and boom, they're in an interactive pre-virtual proposal tool on your page. Just like the great Zuckerbug, we don't want them off of your page. We keep them on your page. So that's the idea behind that. Man, I think we're a little bit more than a landing page. I'd almost call it a microsite. I don't want to go there. You know, we don't build websites. Websites are for your pros out there. They're doing the SEO and they're doing the keywords and all the way through it, and the many different pages. It's like the Sears catalog, right? Like the Sears catalog's got everything in it. You're so excited at Christmas. It's kind of like when a consumer lands on your website, that's what you want. You want them to be engaged, and they click on tabs, and then you've got a call to action there somewhere. Like, this is one page with all of that at the bottom, right? All the way through, we've got some call to actions for them to get in touch with you, okay? Another great way to build trust is what I've been pitching for years, and I call it show, tell, and sell. Show, tell, and sell. And if anybody else is saying it, they stole it from me. Should have trademarked it, but that's okay. I didn't do it. I don't care. I share my stuff over here. I don't own the world. God does. So, in Jesus. So, create a company cam and or project map it gallery within your Blue Page or on your website. So if you're not with Blue Pages, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly cool. Go out there and do this anyway on your website. You're going to want to install company cams showcase galleries. We do that for you, one-click integration, and we don't charge for it. So we made it easy. It is so easy to set up. We built an integration. Click, click, done, and it's in. So that's one of the things, like speed, right? If you want to build a website, take some time to do that, which is perfectly fine. It should. Nope. If somebody says, I'll build a website for you, I'll have it up by tomorrow, you're probably choosing the wrong website builder. Okay? Websites are really entailed. I'm going to build your pro plan for you within 24 hours, though. And it's going to be custom to your page and what you want. Because I have Blue AI built in there as well for artificial intelligence, so we can do the right keywords in the SEO to get your copyright on your offers and stuff like that. But that's not what this is about. This is about you showing your work. Like, I just know on this particular slide here, Bill's got metal standing seam roofing over on his page, Hometown. And I think he won like an award in a local magazine from his company cam pictures. There's 204 pictures. There's 243 pictures. And it opens up like that, like that, like that, like that. So your customers can actually see your work. Show them how you operate. Show them what you do from the beginning to take care of their home, the middle to take care of their home, and the end to take care of their home. Showcase Galleries does all that. It walks them through the whole process. You could use your Blue Page in your presentation. Should you? Probably not. Can you do it on like a Sumo Quote or a roofer tool? Yes, you can. Proposify? Yes, you can. You can do it on all those tools and build these in there as well. But if you're driving traffic to your Blue Page and your landing page, it's probably a pretty good idea for you to show them your latest projects. How would you pick a roofer if you were looking at a roof? Would you scroll through their projects to see how they did? Yes, you would. Okay, which leads me to Project Map It, right? At the bottom, we've got the Project Map It gallery. If you're with Steven Spence over there at Project Map It, we can integrate that with one click, boop, and it's in there. No web developer costs, no IT cost, quick one-click installation, and Company Cam's loaded in there, and Project Map It's loaded in there. The cool thing about Project Map It is this. It's hard to say no to a customer. It's hard to say no to a contractor when you've got 3,084 jobs that you've installed in 33441. Wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say it'd be tough for a consumer to go, you know what? I don't know. I just think that these 3,000 jobs that you've done in 33441 might just be too much. Look, they all chose you for a reason. Use these tools in your sales presentation, for goodness sake. This builds trust. They want to see what you've done. Now, look, I'm all about reviews. Hell, I wrote the book, R4 Method. Referrals, rewards, reviews, retention, right? I wrote the book on it. But let's face it, reviews aren't always real. People don't believe them. Do you have to have them? Yeah, you do. Because remember who our customers are. They're consumers. They're not people in the industry like us. We're so conditioned to everything. Your customers will be impressed by seeing real pictures of projects. They'll be impressed by seeing real map dots. Hell, they may see the Joneses down the street that you did their roof and walk down there and talk to them. Okay? And if you don't have Company Cam, showcase galleries, and if you don't have Project Map It, it's perfectly fine. We've built the projects in there so you can put 10 pictures of projects that you've done in your area. But you got to put visuals in front so they can see it, see what you've done. It's much better than just a testimonial or a review. We've got that tool as well. I'm not talking about that today. I think that this is like this is the 8 real key elements to establishing trust with a homeowner, right? And how you can do it through a landing page, right? So build your references. Like, I can't remember Rodney Webb. I was at a Rodney Webb training years ago with the Owens Corning dealio, and he has a whole process, man. Like, he makes you have C1, 2, and 3, Jim Smith, Jane Doe, and Tom Collins. Like, he makes you have a list to give to them. But I got to thinking about it after the training. I'm like, man, if you're doing 3,000 jobs a year or 100 jobs a year, and Jim and Jane and Tom keep getting called, man, they might be a little pissed off. So you might want to rotate that list throughout the year and make sure that you clear it. More importantly, if you have a referral program, that can help as well. Maybe give your customers a different way. Like, Jim's okay with a phone text after 6, and give them instructions so they know it's a real deal. Or you can email him. He says it's okay to email. Jane has got a cool video testimonial that I'll shoot over to you. And she's over at 123 Main Street if you want to drive by the house. But she did a video testimonial. I'll send it over to you in email or text. And Tom Collins, Tom Collins is his showcase galleries right here. You show him the project. Are you following me? Like, this is how you establish these 8 important elements of trust. This is how you value stack trust to earn more jobs. Make sure you're getting reviews, right? Because nobody eats sushi at a 1-star restaurant. And I think that it's important that you understand that you have to establish your reasoning on why you're asking them for review early, always, and often. Just like financing. Always, early, often, always, and early. Always tell your customer, hey, I intend on earning a 5-star review from you because that's so important to me and us and our business. And here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do these 5 steps. I'm going to communicate with you. I'm going to show up on time. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be so honest with you in this project that if things go sideways, you're going to hear from me at 9 o'clock at night. Like, whatever your 5-step programs are to get 5 stars, do them. Because nobody eats sushi at a 1-star restaurant. Nobody. So get 5-star reviews and follow up and let them know. Say, hey, Jim, when I got this job, I told you up front, man, that I was going to earn a 5-star review. Did I? Did I meet your expectations? Dude, I live and die by reviews, man. Did I earn it? Have a conversation around it. It's okay. Set it up. They don't know. They're homeowners. They don't know how important it is for your feedback. Be on time. Verify your meetings. This is so important. The kitchen guy, he did it right. He called. He was on time. He sent me a text message. My doctors do this. They send me like 4 messages. Chris, you coming in for your blood work? Hey, Chris, it's almost time to get blood. Like, they're just notoriously annoying. I don't care. I'm busy. I'm so glad that they follow up with me. Show up on time. Oh, it's so good. This will set you up as a differentiator in your marketplace. Showing up on freaking time and showing up. When somebody asks for an estimate, you say, I will have the estimate to you by Tuesday at 6 p.m. Have the estimate to them by Tuesday at 6 p.m. Because if you didn't do it, you've lost their trust. I'll have the estimate to you by 6 p.m., sir, on Tuesday. And if you exceed their expectations, get them to them earlier, kudos. Just like in any job, be punctual. It's a crucial way to demonstrate you're reliable. They're hiring you because they want you to be freaking reliable to do the job. And they'll respect you because of that. Nobody wants to wait around. You're busy. If you're going to be late, communicate ahead. Really, really, it will help. Be on time. Text, email the day before. Text the morning of. Text on the way. And if they're like, dude, you're being annoying, say, I'm sorry I'm being annoying. This is how I communicate with my customers. So when we're working together, I want you to know that if the permit is late, I'm going to communicate that with you. If we have a change order, I'm going to communicate that with you. If there's a supply house issue, I'm going to communicate that with you. If your shingle is back ordered, I'm going to communicate that with you. If the floor tile broke, if the window isn't the right fit, I'm going to communicate. Stuff comes up in the project, Mr. Smith. But just know this. I'm going to be authentic. I'm going to be on time, and I'm always going to communicate. Now, a lot of sales guys don't think about compliance and operations. However, I think it's important as you set yourself up to gain and earn trust and become a differentiator in the marketplace that you lean in heavy. You lean in heavy on compliance and operations. Let them know what your company does to be compliant with the state. Your licensing, your permits. Let them know what your operations team does to ensure that all this stuff is done. Brag about them. Nobody ever talks about them, but that's what makes the machine run. So if you show up and you start talking about the company and the rapport that you're building and you and them and, oh, you got a blonde dog and, oh, you got a chocolate dog and I do too and my wife looks just like your wife. Isn't that cool? What if you went the extra mile and said, hey, listen, Mr. Smith, I know you're probably getting a lot of bids. I appreciate it. I'd do the same thing if I was in your situation. I want to kind of tell you a little bit about our compliance and operations division that we have at ABC Scoville Acme Roofing. Well, what do you mean? Well, we do a really, really good job and we're proud of it. Our compliance and operations team's on the ball, and this is what we do to make sure that our permits and our licensing is always in place in the States, right? Because now you're planting seeds. They're like, oh my God, we didn't even need to know to ask them about permits. We didn't need to know to ask them about their licensing that they have. You're planting seeds along the way and doing your due diligence so that them know that you're way ahead of it and you're bringing up things that they didn't even freaking ask you. Plant seeds because your competition ain't going to do it. Brag about your operations team. Why? Because nobody else has, and they're the machine that's making your business run. Let them know what the steps are to get the thing installed. Mr. Miss Smith, I bet a lot of people haven't told you about how awesome their operations team are. The only thing that makes me look good to get that 5-star review is this. Becky in the office and Amy are unreal. They are the glue that holds Chris Scoville Roofing Acme Company together, and here's what they do on a daily basis. Talk about it. It makes sense. Talk about the things that nobody else is talking about. I'm sure there's a song that goes with that. All right. Here's something near and dear to my heart. Who's your lender? Who services the loan? Use a trusted lending partner, right? Like, these purchases are pretty big nowadays. My flooring and kitchen's probably going to be around 75,000. Right. Um, I know who the lender is. I know who the bank is. I know who I'm making the payments to. And why is that important? It's important because, and not many people think about this, but I do because this is my world. You may come and sell the roof, the air conditioner, the generator, the siding, the flooring, whatever it is that you sell. And you may do a great job and get a 5-star review and set up a referral program. And you may retain them for life. Right? You may do the complete R4 method: reviews, referrals, rewards, retention. Right? You may do all the proper steps. But what if that consumer's having a horrible experience with who their lender is? Who they're making the payment to? Nobody thinks about this. This gets more negative reviews than usually anything in the world. And let me pick on solar for a second. The solar guy shows up. He sells them the dream. Your FPL, your energy's gone. We've eliminated it. You're happy. Your utility is gone. It's completely replaced. It's amazing. Life is good. And then something happens. And they're paying this lender back. Something happens. That 100% offset doesn't happen. Or that sales org lied about the solar and it's not happening. Now I'm paying a utility and I'm paying a loan. They're paying back the finance company. The finance company gets beat up on. The contractor gets beat up on. Use a trusted lending partner. Here's the reason why. The lender that you choose, the affordability and the financing with, are going to be with that customer for a year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20, 25. They're going to be with them for life. So I think it's important in your sales process, and we're building trust, to talk about who your lender is, where the payment's going to go, who services the loan. Is it sent overseas, or are they one of the 6 largest banks in the United States? How long have they been in business? How long have they been doing it? Are they a trusted name? Is there brand recognition? Lean in on the servicing side, the years in business, and how you created your relationship with that lending person and why. Now, I'm not saying hang a banner out there and drive around with, oh, I do business with X, Y, and Z lender, and your freak flags flying from your truck. Matter of fact, hide your lender, because you're the ones that are offering financing through your institution, and it's an indirect relationship. Like, you shouldn't advertise your lender. There's no reason to do that. However, at the point of sale, tell the story. We chose this lender because after they're approved. We actually chose that lender because they do the high approval rates, and they've been taking care of customers for 15 years, and they do a great job. And their bank is FDIC insured. You know what's going on in the banking world right now. And when you service this loan and you get your statement from them, they service their own loans. They don't ship it overseas. Like, tell a story, because that financing bit's going to be around a lot longer than you. Like, you might be in the sales role or in the home improvement industry for a year or two. These guys are making the payment back to a bank for a long time. Think about that. Think about your lender. Come up with a story. Talk to your regional sales manager, whoever it is, and say, hey, what can you tell me about the bank that will help me sell more jobs in the home to gain trust? This is a good training. Can't believe I built such a beautiful thing. Anyway, I hope you're all enjoying this. Get it all in writing and do it in style. Do I need to say anything more? Like, there's some really cool proposal tools out there. I think I've pulled a few of our partners up here today. All right. Contracts are important. Everyone's doing them. You probably have them all through your CRM. But look, there might be some guys in here that are doing hardscaping and I don't know, driveways and landscaping and painting that are just doing paper contracts. All right. Two of the contracts that I did over here were paper contracts. And these guys have been in business freaking 20 years. I'm not going to name his name, but there's some really cool tools out there. We got Leap here. We got Sumo Quote. Sumo Quote's got some really cool automation. Ryan Shantz over there. And then we got Roofer, right, for roofer proposals. Really, really great company. Wonderful. I can't say enough about these 3 entities. Whether they compete for the same customer, I don't care. I'm agnostic. I love them all equally. And hopefully they love me as much as I love them. There's a lot of love that goes on in this industry. We're all interconnected one way. I help their people out. They help mine. I play in the sandbox really well. One that's not up here right now, if you want to check out, it's called Proposify, right? Not attached to a CRM, but It's just another option, but you got to do it, right? And when it comes to change orders, I put a little side note here because I was thinking about change orders the other day. I had one in the financing world happen. It was pretty significant. The job went from 20,000 to 60. They ripped off the roof and all of the framing and insulation was shot. They had to reframe everything. It was just shot. Fortunately, the person got approved to $100,000. It was supposed to be a $20,000 re-roof. They had to reframe everything. Yeah, went to 60. If they didn't get approved to 100, I don't know what this customer would have done. They didn't have the money. The payment's under $600 a month, guys. It's a 15-year, $799. It's under $600 a month for $60,000. It's like $596 or $598, something like that. It's ridiculous. Communicate. These proposal tools are so cool. You can use them at the point of sale. It's just such a great experience. Think about the user's experience. Think about how you want to be sold when people are selling you. Get it in writing and do it in style. That's so ridiculous. Those who fail to follow up are left behind. I came up with this statement a long time ago, and that was part of the R4 method. Follow up. Follow up is in the money. Following up, these tips, you'll be able to build a trusting relationship with each customer because once you've established that trust and maintain it through the end of the project, show up on time, do everything on time. People do, this is a good one. I don't know, that's 2 quotes on 1 page. People do business with people that they know, they like, and they trust, but more important, remember. So be memorable. People do business with people that they know, like, and trust, and remember. If they don't remember you, how would they even know, like, or trust you? You have to be memorable. You got to show up and be a differentiator. I've talked about it through the last 10 slides. What are you doing in your company at the sales presentation to be memorable? Anything? Or are you just showing up? Are you just showing up and throwing up? Or are they going to remember you? Because you put a red carpet out, you didn't pull in their driveway, you parked on the street so your oil wouldn't drip in their driveway, you put a carpet down on, you put your foot booties down on, and when you came into the room, you said, where would be the best place for me to set my information down so at the end of my inspection, I can go over everything that we found. What? I parked on the street because I was there early. I parked on the street because I didn't want oil. I don't know if my truck's dripping oil or not, but I don't want to pull. What if they've got an issue? What if somebody has to leave really quickly? Think, I was there early. I didn't park in their house. I showed up with a carpet. What? This guy isn't selling carpets. No, I'm respecting your home. I put the carpet down. I put my little booties on my feet, and I come in your home and I say, where would be the best place for me to set my stuff down so I can go do the inspection for you? And then I'm going to wrap up with you where we can just sit down and talk about what I found. That very little. That didn't require much energy, but I set myself up as a differentiator. And what happens when I leave and the wife looks at the husband and goes, I really respect that guy. Nobody else did that. They pulled into our driveway with their sloppy, shitty fucking vans with the Dunkin' Donuts and the fucking receipts flying all over the place. Oh my gosh. You should see Tommy Mello's vans. You want a tip? Reach out to Tommy Mello and say, Tommy, I'm coming out to Arizona, man. Can I inspect your vans? I think that he walks people to his vans to show them how organized they are. That's stuck in my head for a reason. Tommy freaking Mello is memorable because he does stuff to make you freaking remember him. And that's why people know, like, and trust Tommy freaking Mello. Got it? Do something memorable in your business. Stand out and be freaking memorable. All right. Woo! My mama said I should have been a preacher. I am preaching. I'm going to wrap this up. We're at half an hour. Contractors must build trust with potential customers and essential in today's business. Blah, 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 blah. I've wrapped up some stuff here. Some I've talked about, some I haven't. Of course, your appearance and your attitude. You're having a bad day? Suck it up, buttercup. Breathe. In and out. Put a freaking smile on your face. Dress appropriately. Be on time. Have a good attitude even if you're having a bad day. Do the work and then get back in your truck and go to a park down the street and cry. Okay? It's okay to have a bad day. I've had bad freaking months. I'm coming off of like a month and a half of like, what the hell did I just go through? It sucked, but you know what I did? I showed up. I did the freaking work. I went to all the trade shows. I sucked it up. People walked up and they're like, Chris, what's wrong with you, man? If anybody saw me on the trade shows, you knew I was out. I wasn't at my peak performance. It's okay. I showed up. I did my work. I had the right attitude. Even if I didn't have the right attitude. Someone just drove in my grass. Even if I didn't have the right attitude, I showed up. I did the work. References and testimonials. If you can get video testimonials, sweet. Video testimonials are awesome. Put them on your YouTube station or your Vimeo. Be transparent about pricing and contracts. I know you're here's the breakdown of everything. You're not going to do that. Be transparent. Explain and educate. Explain and educate. Educate and explain. Educate them as much as possible, because those who educate dominate. Those who educate dominate this industry. If you don't win the job and you educated them and you helped them out and you lose the job, guess what you did? You ruined it for the sucker that follows behind you each and every time. And guess what you get? Rehash, be back, educate them, and just so that when you leave, they go, whoo, we just learned a lot. He explained how financing works, and we're not even looking to finance. The next guy comes in, doesn't offer financing, and you planted the seed that you have affordable finance options. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Communicate regularly. We talked about that. Sure, quality work. Yeah. Show, tell, sell. Show them the jobs. Oh, we do the best work in the world. Yeah, that's what it says on your website and on your landing page. Show me. Show me. Okay, cool. Let me open up my company cam showcase gallery and show you 240 pictures of this project we just did. Boop. Offer warranties and guarantees. Come on, we know what that is. Guarantees are tough. Warranties are okay, right? But a guarantee. I have a guarantee with my software company. I don't know if any of you guys have ever read it. It's pretty freaking clear. If I haven't exceeded your expectations, if you ain't happy with my product, I give you a 360-day money-back guarantee. What does that mean? That means that if you ain't happy with what I've done and the value that I brought, and the thing just isn't for you, and you don't feel like it was worth the $1,600 a year to have the landing page and the education and the partnership and the training and the Contractor coffee shop and the podcast and the downloads and the university and the self-service website and the 70-page book that I built on how to drive more traffic to your landing page and connect, convert, close more jobs, and the financing API and if you don't feel like I've done my freaking job, guess what? I'll give you your $1,600 back at the end of the year. That means that all of the relationships that you've built through the tool for an entire year, I don't charge for leads, so I don't give a shit. All the jobs that you've got through your blue page and your custom QR code and your digital business card that you got and all the hundreds and hundreds of new relationships, all of that is for free. I don't care, because guess what? If I can't prove to you that I'm worth what with the $1,600 freaking dollars for what we charge for a pro plan, we're probably not right for you anyway. That's my guarantee, warranty, and promise. If I haven't exceeded your expectations in a year, I'm going to give you your money back, because we're probably not a good fit. That's why people date different people before they get married. If you're a good fit with somebody, you get married. Yeah, some people get divorced down the road. That's not my point. My point is this. This is business. I built a software company that does shit, and it helps you, and it builds relationships and value. And I got great partners inside of this thing that offer sick discounts that you can't get direct. And we're building out the Blue Pages University with like 60 different consultants that are going to be giving you guys training courses. And then you've got the podcast in there. You got all these articles that are in the downloads. Like, there's a ton to this. And then you got the traffic packages, so you can drive traffic back to your Blue Page. Like, this is why I give a guarantee, because I'm pretty sure I'm underpriced for what I'm delivering. But anyway, that's my guarantee. I know I went off on a tangent. I have one. Do you have one? Do you have a guarantee? Think about it. It's tough. It's tough to advertise it. I know Facebook doesn't like guarantees. Whatever, here nor there. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Call to action. If there was anything in this that was like super, super freaking awesome, you want to talk about it deeper, reach out to me. Talk nerdy to me, baby. If you want to see that solarroof.io, Go to the bluepages.pro, bluepagespro.com. It used to be bluepages.pro. You can get there either way. All right. Go to solarroof.io to go see some cool stuff. All right. Go to our page and go to the search organic thing and take off the zip code and hit enter. You'll see all the pro plans, and then you'll see the pro light, and then you'll see the free ones. Algorithm pulls pro plans first, pro light second, and free last. Ooh, I just let you guys know a little inside CBO. So yeah, get in touch with me. Thanks for checking this out. 35 minutes. I went 5 minutes over, but I think they were 5 minutes worth it. Thank you so much. I loved being here with you. Have a blessed day. Be nice to people. Watch what happens in return. Until then, we'll see you later. Much love. Bye.